One of the first things we're going to be doing in blood bank is we're going to be taking the tubes that we get from the floor or from the ER or wherever we're getting them, and we're going to pour off the plasma. Now, don't forget, when we talk about pouring off plasma, we're literally not pouring it off, but we're separating off the plasma to a pour-off tube or an aliquot tube. So I've got my orange BioSquare. I'm going to start because I'm going to open this lid, and I'm just going to set this off to the side on the BioSquare. It keeps it nice and clean. You're going to see I already have my sample tube, my aliquot tube pre-labeled. I have the patient name, Ferrari Russo. I've got the MR number, 452151, and this was collected 1/24/23 at 10 a.m. by MAT. And then the P with the circle is a plasma. I have a plasma specimen. Don't forget, once this yellow comes off, we can't tell if we're looking at plasma, serum, or urine. So whenever I'm making an aliquot tube, blood bank, chemistry, doesn't matter what you're doing, you have to label it with all that information. 5 main pieces: name, MR number, date, time, and phlebotomist initials, and then of course what is in the tube. Because I need to make sure later on, if I need to pull this sample out, when these are separated, I need to make sure that this sample of plasma goes with this sample of cells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these up. I've got my pipette. I'm going to squeeze the bulb, and I'm going to go in about halfway into my plasma, and I'm going to suck it up. And I'm going to take it, put it into the pour-off tube. I'm going to squeeze the bulb again, go back in about halfway. Now remember, I only go halfway at a time because if something happens, once I get cells, it's all over. And so we want to make sure that when we have enough plasma to actually work with. Now we're going to try to get as much plasma as we can off this. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to start sucking, get how close I can get. Okay, that's it. You saw it started coming up, but it didn't come up. So I got, at this point, most of my plasma off this tube. And now I am set. Pipette can go over into the cardboard. I can put my caps back on and put it in my rack. Now these two are going to stay together wherever we store them for the next several days. And now we're ready to move on to the next step of testing.